Hi, my name is Dorothy Drew. I'm excited to invite you to an information meeting that will be live on Tuesday, August the 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The replay will be available on my website, my Facebook group, New You with Dorothy Drew. I trained with Marissa Peer almost 4 years ago as a certified hypnotist. She teaches the protocol Rapid Transformational Therapy. I worked with hundreds of clients with physical issues. I've since taken more training. I've trained in using hypnotism with cancer, with allergies. I've trained as a coach in the subconscious release technique, which makes the hypnotism part, visualization, more powerful. So in the past 4 years, I've worked with hundreds of clients with physical issues, chronic pain and cancer, chemotherapy, side effects, self-harming, cutting themselves, anxiety, depression, um, bowel disorders, just general not feeling well, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. I've tended to steer away from weight issues, figuring, who am I? Because I was struggling with weight. And I was in a pattern where the weight would creep up during the winter, hibernation mode, and then in the summer it would creep back down again. As I was active, I was going outside and walking and eating lots more fruits. And that was okay, sort of. I wasn't really in the best of health, but I was okay. I was just a little bit plumpish. It didn't get too bad. But over the years, that high point of the hibernation crept up. So where in the past while, my set point has been around 160 pounds. I didn't look up what that is in kilograms or stones, but it's not a great weight for my height. But that used to be my high point, and now it became my low point. And last winter, I had a health scare. My high point crept up to just over 180 pounds. And more than that, I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't sleeping well. I had problems with my feet not feeling right. So I was at the doctor's for some other reasons. And of course, I was no longer just in the winter pre-diabetic stage. I was in diabetes, and the physician wanted me immediately to go on metformin. And she gave me the lectures of how I was at high risk of a stroke or a heart attack. And I was like, let me work on it first. So over the next 3 months, I did. I lost that 20 pounds. Well, I should say release that 20 pounds. If you say the word loss, your body wants to find it. If you lose a wallet, you want to find it. If you lose weight, your body wants to find it again. If you release it, if you eliminate it, let it go, you're in a better state. And I felt better. And so my blood sugar was back at a normal, high normal, low pre-diabetic stage. Not great, but not the fear it was in January. And then I had another health scare about 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks ago, which turned out to be okay. But when I Googled up the symptoms, it was like possibly cancer. I mean, I work with people with cancer. I know how much emotional trauma, how much emotional loss is behind cancer. So I thought, I have to do what I tell my clients to do. I have the book by Michael Greger, How Not to Diet, which I'd read in bits and pieces as it applied to clients. So I sat down, I read it, that 500 some odd page book. I read it cover to cover. And every time he came across something that he suggested as a hint, I was trying it out. So the result was, and I was just at the chiropractor to have it weighed on a body analyzer. So in about just over almost 2 weeks, I released over 9 pounds of body fat, and I gained a few pounds of muscle mass, which is good. So the net effect was I lost about 5 pounds, but really what mattered was losing all that fat. All of a sudden, my waist size decreased significantly. My upper arm size, the bat wings, decreased significantly, and feeling better. And not feeling deprived, not feeling hungry during that time, knowing I am making a lifestyle change, knowing that my ideal weight is about 40 some pounds lower than what I am today, and I am going to change that. And so that's motivated me to be prepared to change my life, and I would like to share that with people. So my focus is from the emotional part, the mindset part, and I'll add in what I've learned from various courses I've taken, from various trainings I've had, what I've learned from Michael Greger, which is suggestions, because I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not an exercise person. Simple things like going for a walk before breakfast has a greater impact than going for a walk after breakfast. Those little things. Having a glass of water 20 minutes before a meal makes a difference. And so just little things can make a huge change, and I can show. So in the past just 7, 8 months, I've released well over 25 pounds, and I am going on this journey, and I invite you to come with me. So the course will be the focus on the root cause, excuse me, the root cause of any physical issue, but especially any weight issue, is the emotions that are attached to past events. So releasing that root cause changes the mindset, and changing the mindset lets you move into a place where you appreciate your body better, where you will want to eat healthy foods, where you will want to move, you'll feel great, you'll feel excited. And my background is, long, long ago, I did a degree in biology. I worked as a librarian at a research center that combined agriculture and medicine. And physiologically, the root cause of emotional eating, of binge eating, of food cravings is an inflamed hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is this little center, it's a combination gland nerve center in the very middle of your brain, and it controls almost everything to do with metabolism, movement, mood, feelings, blood sugar. Ultimately, it controls your pancreas. It controls what's going on with insulin, which then affects insulin resistance, how your cells respond, and blood glucose levels. Very important. So when it's inflamed, the hormones, the signals it produces are unbalanced, which affects every part of your body. So a blood marker of inflammation is a very high level of a compound called C-reactine protein. And it's a very simple blood test. People who are overweight have very high levels. Even if you don't know exactly where the inflammation is, a high level is a concern. And mine was always high, but not abnormally high. But I'm sure if I'd been tested in January, it would have been abnormally high. So the cause of that imbalance, the cause of inflammation, is often emotional trauma, especially childhood trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma connected to something physically happening to you, like falling, hitting your head, having a concussion, having surgery, having a baby. Even if it's the best birth and the most wonderful experience and joyful the way it should be, it's still a physical trauma that can affect the hypothalamus. Bullying, bullying in childhood, bullying that adults experience when you work in a toxic workplace, the bullying that you can get if you have a boss from hell. It can be environmental toxins. It can include chemicals that are in foods. under the label of preservatives, under the label of flavorings. Even when they say natural flavorings, it can include chemicals that go directly to the hypothalamus and cause inflammation, which causes you to be always hungry, which affects your ability to feel full when you eat, that affects food cravings, that can affect anxiety, and that cycle of emotional, physiological issues. And it can affect then you're not wanting to move, feeling non-energy, not having energy, feeling exhausted, feeling that you just want to be distracted, you don't want to think, so you're a couch potato, so that you don't have the motivation to go for a walk, that you don't have the motivation to wake up early enough to get the morning sunshine that then can reset parts of your brain so you sleep better at night. Just not having a proper amount of REM sleep. It's only during REM sleep that our cells can heal. It's only during REM sleep that the emotions connected to traumatic events that happened that day can be cut. And so without enough REM sleep, your body's in a whole cascade of not feeling well, of having emotions out of balance, of gaining weight, and not feeling like your best. So in the past 4 years, like I've said, I've worked with hundreds of clients with physical issues one-on-one. So this will be my first experience working with a group where I'm running it. With the subconscious release technique modality, they've given me the wonderful opportunity to teach classes, but they're running it. So this will be a new experience for me. I want to share what I've learned. So I also want to be affordable, and I am acknowledging this is the first time I've done it. So I'm making it a very affordable amount. And so if you're interested, please attend my introduction course where I'll walk you through some of the things I want to share, techniques and tools to change your mindset, ideas from Dr. Greger, from other sources about changing your life so that you will lose, sorry, it's a habit, right? So that you will release weight. And the goal is it will be a low monthly fee. And then in 12 months, I hope I will motivate you to release at least 50 pounds and feel wonderful, feel great, feel relaxed, feel empowered. So please join the introductory class on Tuesday, August the 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be recorded and it will be available on replay on my business Facebook page, New You with Dorothy Drew. And I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to making new friends who are going to transform their life, who will transform their body. And I'm excited and I look forward to meeting you. So again, I'm Dorothy Drew, and please join me on Tuesday.